Hey there, New Life Church. We wanted to give you a brief summary of the vision sermons I've preached this January. For greater depth, I'd encourage you to check them out in full by clicking the button below to watch them on YouTube. You know, we have a biblical mandate for multiplication. It's the heart of the Father for his kingdom to extend throughout the earth. The theme runs right through the Bible. In the first chapter of Genesis, God commissions Adam and Eve, blesses them and gives them this charge: be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. We see this charge repeated to Noah in Genesis 9 and then expanded upon to Abraham in Genesis 12, where God promises to make him a great nation and that through him all the families of the earth shall be blessed. So what we see is that God's blessing is designed to be multiplied to all people, every nation, tribe, and tongue. Fast forward to Matthew 28, and we find Jesus imparting the Great Commission to his disciples. Those in Jesus have been given his authority and power to go and disciple all nations. God's multiplication starts with the few, but its purpose to reach multitudes. It is he who works the miracle of multiplication, and our part is to give our yes to him using us to do it. As disciples of Jesus, blessings are designed not only to flow to us, they are to flow through us and grow exponentially in their impact and fruitfulness. Every apple seed carries within it the potential for many orchards. The challenge to us is, will we allow God to multiply the seeds he has placed in our lives? And so, as a leadership team, we've been seeking God and believing that he wants to work the miracle of multiplication among us again. This will be reflected in three main ways. Firstly, we multiply disciples, which is why we've been working on a discipleship pathway that we hope will equip and enable you to make disciples who make disciples. I will be road testing this with a few people over the next couple of terms, and my hope is that we can roll this out to all in September 2023. Secondly, we multiply mission. We are actively involved in serving the poor in our city, and we're working into an increasing number of nations by investing in churches and charities, demonstrating the gospel and the love of God to the communities around them. We each need to ask ourselves to whom God is calling us to serve, and how might he be looking to multiply that going forwards. I'd encourage you to pray and ask God not just where he is sending you, but to whom he is sending you. And thirdly, as we multiply disciples, the natural effect will be that our community here will grow. We've been blessed with significant growth in the number of people coming to our in-person services. And we're so thrilled to have had over 200 first-time guests in the last year. We're beginning to run out of space, particularly for some of our children's groups. We still have a vision for being a multi-site church and for further church plants in the future, but we're waiting on God to reveal the timing and the right leaders. We feel that multiplying our Sunday services is the right approach for this season of growth. It's still a time of regrouping for us and recalibrating after the pandemic. And this way we can all adapt to the new positions the church is in, following the leadership transition from Richard to myself this past year. And so to get really practical about this, starting after Easter, on the 23rd of April, we've agreed to hold 2 services here at the Ridgeway Centre each Sunday. The first will start with worship at 9:30 a.m. and the second service at 11:30 a.m. These services will be largely the same in content, but with flexibility depending on how the Spirit leads. We'd encourage you to pick one, make it your regular service. And this is because choosing one service and sticking with it, you'll be able to build stronger relationships within that community. Multiplying our services will naturally impact our teams. We're still in the planning stage, but it may be that certain roles work best with the same people serving at both services, but not all roles. We do anticipate that there will be a lot more opportunities for people to get involved. And so we'll be holding 2 Multiply Sunday services on the 5th and 12th of March, and we would ask you to spend some time in prayer ahead of these Sundays, seeking God as to how you can play your part in serving the church family. And so to finish, I want to say a huge Thank you for your ongoing commitment to the church, your openness to God and one another, and the excellence of your service. We are at the beginning of an exciting journey with God, but we do so from the strong foundation of those generations who invested themselves for our benefit. Can I encourage you to approach this new journey prayerfully and with great expectancy for how God can use you in the many miracles of multiplication yet to come? Thanks for watching.